you purchase the kit, they'll come in 3 different types. This one's a 25-degree angle. You can see it's angled ever so slightly. This is for more aggressive raked bumpers. I also sell these in 10 and 0. So 0 being they're sitting flush. So depending on how you want to install these, you can use any 3 of these kits. The instructions will be the same. This is the high power LED light that we are going to use. It doesn't suck much power, it's waterproof, and it is European E-rated, so it's quite a decent little light. So how this is going to work is we need to set up the bezel retainer for the light and then the retainer for the bumper itself. First step will be to take the little bezel trim piece. We can feed the wiring through. It should just sit like that. It doesn't glue down or anything like that, just leave it there. Next step is take the trim piece that fits onto the bumper and assemble that there. Now, one thing you'll notice is that this is able to rotate inside. That's intentional, because when you go to install these, you're going to have to rotate them inside the housing to get the light to point in the correct direction that you wish. And these flutes need to be pointing vertical, just like this in this picture, straight up and down. This will give the light a wider pattern. So if you do it this way, the light will have a wider pattern up and down. Up to you how you use it, but these kind of have a little bit of a fog pattern. So depending on how it sits, like if it were to sit on one bumper that has a bit of a sloped face, you'd probably want it to sit something like this. Okay. Now on the back side, the back side is keyed with these splines, and the retainers have matching splines. This allows you, we'll slip the wiring through, and this will allow you to select an orientation for the light without it wanting to rotate and not relying on compression alone. So slipping this over, you'll see there is a very small M3 screw hole here. That's what we're going to align with, that screw hole there. And we're just going to start threading the screw in enough that we can still adjust. When you get it, just install the little tiny washer. I do recommend you install this before, set it up loosely off of the vehicle so that you can just test and check how we can orient. We can still orient the light. With the splines. So once we've picked a location, we can go to install it on the truck. Obviously the light's removed. I said before that this cutout step is 2.25 inches, which should be the standard for most truck lights. And last, the retainer. And this guy, you'll slip this through the bumper, and this retainer comes on and aligns. You can see the 2 holes, and you tighten it down until it's snug, and that this can no longer rotate inside. Once you have the orientation finalized for this part, tighten it down the rest of the way. Don't strip these, don't over tighten them. They don't need a whole lot, just snug is good. As far as wiring goes, it will come with a amp style weather pack connector already ready for you. All you have to do is splice these 2 wires to your current turn signal situation or your marker or whatever you want to run these as. Power's hot, black's ground obviously. There we go.